Hey y'all, tutorial time again. Um, Today's bows are going to be a little smaller than the ones that I normally make. So, and before I get started, I just want to say I drew the name for the giveaway for January for the Ponyo, and Miss Kathy Matkin, I think I'm saying that right. She is the winner. And of course, this is January 2017. So, Miss Kathy, holler at me so I can send it to you. Okay, so what we're going to do today is basically just like a double stack bow, and they're what I would call medium size. In the South, this is about a medium size. And I'm going to show you a few examples before we get started. I had posted a picture on the Facebook page, and I had actually planned to do a tutorial, and it's fairly easy. This is one, it's like a birthday party kind of thing, made to match ribbons, and we are working with the 1.5 inch and then the 7/8 or 1 inch. So anyway, you can see like the little party hat right there matches the rhinestone centerpiece. And this one is actually lined. So, you're working with 4 ribbons here, okay? But today we're not, I mean, you can double line them if you want to. And this has, the alligator clip on the back. Okay. Another one, Ladybug. And it is not double lined. Okay, it's, just got the regular backing. Okay, Ladybug. Here's another one with sort of a lavender background, and let's see, it says make every day sweet, and it has the gumball machine on it. Gorgeous, gorgeous ribbon. I have this in white backing also. Alright, so this is what we are doing. And this one also, I'm doing 2. Here is another one that has the pinwheel base and just the boutique bow, and we're also going to add a little tulle to the back and then it just has a little padded crown in the middle, and these all have alligator clips. Okay, smaller ones are medium-sized toddler, and infant bows I use the alligator clips. Okay, so that's what we're working on. Okay, first bow we're going to do is the pinwheel, and the ribbons I'm using is kind of a zebra print on pink, and I would say 28 inches to 30 inches of this. I think this is close to a yard, but anyway, and I'll leave the measurements in the descriptions box. And then my top ribbon is this tap shoe ribbon. Both of these come from Oh My Gosh Goodies, and this is 7/8, and I have the little centerpiece. And for this bow, like I said, we're going to add some tulle. So I've got some pink glitter tulle. And I mean, you want all of the, the things that we use in every video. You'll need some 3/8 coordinating ribbon. Your clips, if you want, want to line your clips or whatever, you can do that. Okay, centerpieces, needle, thread, I've got my salon clips, and I'm using my bow dabber just to do the tulle part, because I'm not real coordinated on centering it, so I use it. And then your glue gun. So, to get started on this one, alright, we'll start with the bottom part first. And if you, like to use the cardboard pieces or the templates for your pinwheels, then that's that's up to you. This one ends up being about a 5-inch bow across. I don't know, I'm not really measuring, but anyway, about 30 yards on this, and I have way too much ribbon. So I've got my one piece here, and we've done pinwheels before. Actually, probably should have ironed this, but anyway. And then we've got the next one coming up this way, and you want to leave a little bit of, overlap. Okay, and then coming right here to form my next loop, and then you just flip this over. And the templates are real nice, but you know, if you can do it by hand, that's good too. And mine just kind of fell apart. Okay. And I mean, you know, you can use your salon clip to, you know, to do that, but I usually hand fold mine. So I'm just gonna lop off that extra right there. Okay. All right, so we've got, you know, our 3 pieces, and they just overlap a little bit. All right, and you kind of want to find your center. All right, and so if you're hand folding, you know, you just make your humps in the middle. I don't know what you call them. And so I've got about 4 here. Or if you do it, you know, another way, if you don't hand fold, that's fine too. All right, so that's our pinwheel. And so I'm going to get my needle and thread and go up through the middle. And this ribbon is really thick with the paint on it. All right, see, so I'm just going up through the middle. Hard to pull out. And then I'm just going to wrap it around the middle a few times. And just kind of pull everything out while I'm holding it in the middle, and then I'm going to really, really pull this tight. Okay, and then just tie it off in the back. Alright, then I'm going to snip that off the back and tie my knot again. Okay. Alright, so there's your pinwheel. And like I said, this one measures just, yeah, right at 5 inches. Okay. Alright, and then just real quick, my tails, I'm going to make some V-cuts here. And you may want your lighter just to heat seal. Alright, so okay, so that's the base part of it, and you want to set that to the side. Okay, our next piece measures 22 inches, and this is 7/8 inch wide. And you can do the boutique bow for this one, or the figure 8 method, which is what we're going to do for the figure 8. Alright, for that one, and you can heat seal the ends if you want to. And then you're going to fold it in half and make that crease in the middle. A visible crease or whatever. Alright, you're going to open it up. And again, you know, you can put like another backing ribbon on that if you want to. It's all up to you. Alright, and then we just do that little middle part right there. Hush, I don't have any bones. Alright, and then you're going to overlap, just like that. Hopefully y'all can see it. Alright, and I have done this one quite a bit. Okay, and then you want your loops to be skinny, you know, not fat. Alright, and then you want to, you know, take this side. I always start with the right side. And overlap in the middle. And you take your left side and you overlap, not all the way, just kind of, you know, in the middle like that. and this is the back, so you're going to flip it over to the front. Alright, and then I'm going to use my small salon clip. If you hear something in the background that sounds like a weed eater, that's one of my little female dogs. She's begging for a bone, but I'm out of them. Okay, and so that's what it would look like so far. And you know me, I gotta have those loops even, so that's what I use the salon clip for mainly. Okay, so it looks pretty good. Oh, this ribbon is so cute. Alright, and then I go through the back in the middle with my thread and needle and pull it all the way through. And then I'm going to take my clip off because I'm going to hand fold, which, you know, you can do any method that you want for creasing in the middle. Alright, so I'm just adjusting a little bit, and then I'm going to start at the top. With these smaller bows, I don't always hand crease because of my fat fingers. Alright, so I'm going to go around the middle a few times, pull tight, and then I'm just, you know, pulling it out and adjusting. Alright, and then I'm just going to tie it off in the back. Okay, and then you just kind of adjust. Now, you may have seen on other videos, if you like to shape them and then spray with hairspray after they're shaped the way you want them, you know, that's, you know me, I'm a big fan of hairspray, so. Okay, so we have our two bow parts. Okay, and so that's the figure 8, and of course there's no backing on here, but you know, not always a big deal. Okay, and sometimes with these you can, you know, put your fingers through and loop it, and then just adjust, pull these in the middle. And like I said, you can, you know, stiffen them with hairspray or whatever. When they have the prints on them, the paint, it's kind of hard to shape them or whatever. Okay, so that's, you know, that's going to go in the middle right there. But first, we want to do our tool. And you can make your tool piece any way you want to. I've got just a little piece of string here. I'm going to put that in. The bow dabber wire is so expensive and it's kind of bulky. You don't really need it for everything. And my tool piece, oh, it's about 11 inches. You could maybe go a little less. So what I do here is I just center it and then just push it down, and it instantly makes, you know, my piece for me. Love this little thing. It's so great for a lot of different things. Alright, so then I'm gonna just tie a knot here. Pull it out, and now this is definitely too wide for our purposes. So what I do is I just kind of push it up like this, and we've got some uneven ends. So I'm going to cut it, oh, I don't know, maybe a ½ inch, something like that, little more. Cut it like that. And then we have a much, you know, shorter piece or whatever. Okay, I'm going to cut this string off the back. throw that away. Okay, so we get our 2 pieces here. And you want to get your bottom piece and you're going to kind of, you know, take a look at your tool and see. And this piece is still just a little bit too wide, so I'm just going to barely snip off the top here. It's always a process. Okay. And you want to get your glue gun, and I just put like a strand across there in the front. I open up my tool piece. I think in the UK they call these toolies. Got my toolie here. I love that. That's cute. My toolie piece here. Alright, and so, you know, it's just kind of in the middle there. You don't have to put tulle, I love tulle, especially sparkly tulle. Alright, and then my top piece, I put another little glob of glue in the middle there. And put that boutique bow right on top, centered of course, adjust it a little bit. Probably should have stiffened this ahead of time, because my other ones I showed you, you know, they looked so much more shaped. But anyway, just for the purposes of this video. Alright, so that's what it looks like so far. Okay. Alright, and then basically the last step here is you want to put your alligator clips. This is kind of a big alligator clip. It's like the large ones. Let's see, this is a little over 2 inches, something like that. Okay, so one thing I do is I will put my alligator clip, whoop, that didn't work, on top like this, and then I'll put just a string of glue, and then I turn it over and center it on the back where that glue is. See how I did that? Alright, and then I bring these long pieces around to the front. And just bring them around to the front, cut them off, and glue them down. And you can heat seal them. I mean, you know, you're going to have a resin on the top of them, so you're not even going to see them. Alright, so I just kind of straighten everything here and glue these down. I may have done a video, I believe, that's kind of similar to this in the summer. But anyway, I had such a response to that bow that I put on Facebook. Okay, so there you go. There's your bow. And last step, of course, is I'm going to put my little tap shoes. And all this ribbon came from Oh My Gosh Goodies. The tulle, I think, actually came from Walmart. Alright, there it is. And that's our first bow. Just a pinwheel and a figure 8. Alright, so we're going to put this over here and do the next one. Next one is very similar. Now, for my base bow, I'm using this real dark pink sparkly ribbon. And if I'm not mistaken, I got this one from Ribbons and Bows Oh My. Alright, so we're going to do a boutique bow for this, not the figure 8, but the other one. So I have my angle cut. And this is about 34 inches, so just under a yard. I mean, it all depends on how big you want your bow. And let's see, just for measurement's sake, this is probably about a 5-inch, 5.5, something like that. Okay, so we're going to do our first loop here. Second loop, and I'm going to tighten that up a little bit. Okay. I love this sparkly ribbon because it's already stiff. Alright, and then I usually get an alligator clip. Alright, our third loop, we just want to put it in behind that little tail sticking out. And my top loops aren't necessarily as big as the bottom. And then I just take this last little piece here and flip it over. So all depends on your preference. Okay, so that's what we have. I'm going to use my bigger salon clip and take my alligator clip off. Adjust. That looks pretty good. And same thing here. Pull this over a little bit. Okay. I get my needle and thread. Let me cut these little strings off. Alright, and then I go in through the back, middle, and pull it out. And then I pull my clip off and hand crease. And some of you may be wondering, why are we doing one bow one way and one the other way? Why aren't we doing like 2 figure 8s or whatever? Well, I find that if you do just the boutique bow on the bottom with the tail and then the figure 8 on top, it just one fits in the middle better. They just fit together like a puzzle, I find. So I mean, you can do 2 figure 8s if you want to, or whatever. Alright, so I'm going to tie this off in the back. Okay, base bow is done. Now, the 7/8 ribbon I'm using to match is actually the Shopkins Shoppies, and this came from an Etsy shop. Samantha Treasure is what it's called. And this, again, let's see, what did I say? I don't know if I ever said the measurement for this on the other one. 22 inches. Alright, so for the tap shoe bow, if I didn't mention the measurement for that top one, is 22 inches. Okay, so we're just repeating. I'm going to set that one to the side, and I'm just repeating what I did with the tap shoe ribbon. Figure 8 method. Make my little 8. And this, you know, like I said, the ribbon doesn't have the backing, but just for time's sake, I'm going to not do that. All right. just adjusting here, checking my loops. Okay. Alright, get the needle and thread. Alright, and then I'm just going to hand fold this one also. Another method you can do if you don't want to start at the top, you could just make that crease, like just fold it down in the middle and then fold the sides down. I may do that like in another video with a big bow. I don't know if you can see me doing that with this little bow. I think hand creasing is definitely a problem for some viewers anyway, and I'm having problems with it. I do with these small bows. So I'm just going to go back to my original method. The ribbon is slippery. Alright. My fat fingers can't hold on. Uh-oh. Alright, having problems here. Alright guys, hold on a minute. Does that ever happen to y'all? I'm just going to get my thread out here and go around the middle. Alright. Just go around the middle right here. Tie it off. I didn't have my knot tight enough, I guess. That is another way of doing it. It's just getting your thread out, tying it in the middle. Okay. Yay. Alright, so that's our little bow. And again, you know, if you like to do the hairspray thing with these, it's a good idea to shape them. Okay. And again, you need your little 3/8 piece, you know, to coordinate the middle. And we're almost finished. Now, I didn't do anything with my tail here, so let me just cut that off. Alright, and we're just going to put a little glue in the middle. Put our centerpiece. You see what I'm talking about? I think that if you do the figure 8 on top, it just really fits in the middle of the boutique bow well. Just kind of hugs it or whatever, if that makes sense. Okay. Alright. Another thing I'll do this one a little bit different. I'm going to go ahead and put this little piece. I don't work with alligator clips a whole lot because I don't make a lot of small bows. It's just not something that you need too often around here, because even the babies wear the big bows. I'm not joking. Alright, so I'm surrounding my middle. Alright, so there's our I need to shape it a little bit more. But that's our bow. And then one thing that I do, let me get the big alligator clip, is I will slide this little piece in. Alright, cut that off, heat seal, and it just kind of creates a barrier, and then I put my my glue on top, and then I glue it to the back. You see, it's got the little ribbon in between so that you don't glue the back part of the clip. I don't know. Anyway, that's just another method. And then there it is. And I have the little blonde shoppy girl. This is a planner resin. It's flat. I did a video with these and the blinking lights. The blinking lights show through them pretty well. Okay, and then I'm just going to glue that in the middle. And there is the second bow. These are real cute. A good idea for the made to match ribbon. I know a lot of times you have all these 7/8 and 1-inch ribbons, and you know, you just want to make a simple bow, and you just get some solid color or whatever to, you know, it doesn't even have to be sparkly. Alright guys, thanks for watching, and hopefully my internet will be working better today. It won't take me too long to load this. So, okay, till the next video, y'all have a good day.